immediately. Hi!
Hello! Again.
We're back! Oh, that's embarrassing. I don't even
going
know.
for a long time.
Yeah, we did. I don't even know where you guys left off, but we're at an Italian restaurant now.
Let's catch up.
That's awesome. All right, so
You're at an Italian restaurant called Pesca, Casa, Salsa on the shores of Lake Michigan. It is frequented by dock workers and other people of low repute. But in the real world, dock workers are great people. We shouldn't say anything bad about them.
Right.
There is a large woman at the front desk. Everyone has shown up in their van, and they're going inside. There's apparently a cover-up that needs to be done here, and the cover-up is of some kind of semi-quasi-aquatic manifestation, according to the cipher's notes. So far, all you see is people eating fish and seafood inside a dark, gloomy, smelly restaurant building of approximately half a century in age. Would you like a table?
Sorry, one more thing before we kind of like launch into which I awfully really want to do. Are we sure that has the other one been posted? Because I'm looking on the Demon Hunters or excuse me, the Dead Gentleman's site, and I don't see the new link.
I just posted on Facebook.
Thank you.
Working on at least the Demon Hunters Twitter.
There we go.
In the meantime,
Thank you.
yes, could we get a table with a view?
What view would you like? Would you like view of back or view of front?
Front?
Sounds good. By the way, she does not sound Italian.
Is that because you don't sound Italian?
I can do a possible Italian accent as well as a Kiwi can, but not this time. She is definitely Slavic of some distinction.
Ma'am, you sound like you come from New Zealand, possibly?
That's strange. I'm actually from Russian state of Georgia.
Oh, my mistake.
It's no problem.
So I've heard this place is quite a happening place of late.
Everything you have heard is correct. Look at how we are jumping and leaping and enjoying ourselves.
So what are the chances we get a table of 4?
We have only one left. The one over there. You can see outside of building. There is car park. You can also see thing that works on dock, like crane-like object. You can see that too. I bring you menus. She shoves you in there, like forces you into the building. You move past lots of very smelly people. It's all a thing. You haven't had any dinner yet, so this is great. But nothing to be covered up here unless you want to cover up an eyesore on the spot of the country. But locals seem to like it.
We're gonna need more than 3 agents.
Cypher,
Yes.
you want to do some kind of scan so we can roll dice?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
Is there a way that I can scan to maybe check the biology of the patrons?
Yes, you could try that. You've got multiple functions with your visual specs.
Wonderful. That would be, and I'm going to do it. Is it noticeable when I do that?
Well, no, it doesn't have kind of a red light flashing around the room scanning it like you might imagine in movies.
Alright, then I will do a quick scan.
You have to stand up and turn around 360. That's the only problem.
Alright. I will.
Don't mind her. She's just odd.
I'll place my hands on the table and stand up and say, "I'm going to search for the restroom," and then I will just roll my full spectrum optics.
Okay.
Are any of the patrons overly wet for some reason?
They seem sweaty.
I have a total of 16.
Great. Oh, you had to get a 10, so you did that so well. There are 4 kinds of actions, and they are overcome an obstacle, attack, defend, and create an advantage. If you recall this from last time we played. You're basically trying to either create an advantage, which means you make a new aspect that you can tag later, or you're trying to overcome some kind of obstacle that is preventing you from doing something else. So I think this is not that. I think it's an advantage creation thing. The way this works, you have made an aspect which we'll call bioscan, and because you rolled 5 or more above what you had to get, then you get 2 free invocations of this aspect as if you had faith dice already placed on the aspect. Okay?
Awesome.
Mm.
So you can say, I want to roll, and you can include those dice in as part of your roll next time, if you're using a bioscan information as part of your action.
Okay.
But also, you find out information. I mean, it's not just, here's a piece of paper with bioscan written on it. Part of the way the actions work, you should find something out as a result of rolling the dice. So what you find is that everybody in here is not entirely human.
Oh.
Never mind, and I'll sit back down. Nobody here is fully human.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay.
So we eat dinner first and shoot them later?
So they're all like of different looking people. I mean, they don't look all the same, but they all have the same kind of thick, somewhat glistening pallor to them, sort of like a complexion that looks like they've either been working out too much before they came here, or the fish sauce is too spicy, and they're sweating a lot. Actually, the fish sauce is apparently very spicy, but it's not the only reason they're sweating. So,
Are we, sorry?
go.
Okay. Actually, maybe I should, I should ask, Vlad this. Do you notice, or is anyone, like, watching us, or in any way? Are we have eyes on us right now?
Let me check. Cypher, where did you say that bathroom was?
I'll just point.
Thank you.
Which approach are you trying to use here?
Well,
He'll slowly get up and turn around.
I am being very clever about
Oh, you are.
looking around. Plus, I am preparing stomach for spicy fish sauce.
Does that mean purging it?
Perching.
Okay, I'll let you
Just
have.
imagining that move, by the way, just kind of like this really professional kind of spy kind of fella just getting up and spinning around the room, trying to be as nonchalant, but I want to see how that work played out.
No, I'm actually gonna like walk over to the restroom and maybe pass gas on the way just to sell it.
As a highly trained spy,
Is that the test? Like, so if you pass gas and they don't look up, then you know that they're watching us or something? It's pretty smooth. No.
So how about clever social engineering to get some reactions, but also just kind of get a look around the room and see if anyone follows me with their eyes as I go to the bathroom.
okay.
All right. So I rolled some. Okay, I got 9 on the
Ooh.
2 dice.
You know what you might want to do?
Demon die.
Make the demon die.
All right, we're going for the demon die. That's a 5, so that's 14.
Fantastic. All right. Well, you needed a 10. You got a 14.
The demon die actually represented the flatulence.
Okay.
Hands demon.
This kind of action, I guess, was, also maybe creating an advantage, I would say. Like I said, sometimes you don't really know what the action's for. Like, you don't know if you want to do an advantage creation or overcome an obstacle. I think, in general, it's cool to create aspects that you can use later, even if you don't use them. So, what are we going to call this? This is kind of a threat assessment, perhaps?
Sure. Work in the room.
Work in the room, yes, very good. So let's put work in the room up there as an aspect you can tag, and we'll give you a faith die on there as a free tag first too. That's great. While you're doing that, you notice that a number of the people, especially the younger looking ones near the bar of the restaurant, all turn and follow you as you leave and head towards the bathroom. It's like 4 of those guys. And you do a quick head count. There's 15 people in here as well as those 4 at the bar.
So we won't be having the borscht, I see.
So what was that?
I said we won't be having the borscht after all.
No. Well, it's an Italian restaurant, so no borscht.
Oh, it's a Thai restaurant? Oh, I'm sorry.
Italian.
Italiano.
Your Russian accent was like...
We don't have any borscht.
What about that guy?
All right. Jimmy, what about yourself?
Everyone keeps talking about the bathroom. Now Ursula has to actually go, so she gets up and heads to the bathroom.
All
It's a
right.
group bathroom thing.
So at the table is Jack and Cypher.
Yep.
In the bathroom is Stoop and Ursula. Right?
Sure.
Which is a great time for Jim to walk in.
To the
Silent
bathroom?
Jim. Silent Jim leaves the bathroom as Vlad approaches it.
Oh, watch where you're going.
He just looks at you.
All right.
Don, it appears...
That's a difficult thing to have Silent Jim say, just like, like, said Silent Jim, right? Like, just...
This is row 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Row 7 seems to be on the case in this location, and all I will tell you is that there is imminent danger, and you were not leaving the bathroom that you left before. You went into a different bathroom.
So do I recognize Silent Jim? Or
You
do I
do.
see him?
I don't think anyone else does. But
Okay.
you see him.
I catch his eye and have him come over to our table. And I assume he sits down.
We all see your pretty picture, Don. Let's play.
He looks at you from across the room.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
Yeah, and then so I do the same thing that I did before about having him come over to the table.
He comes over
Okay.
after a pause like that.
Right. After
Um,
finishing his tweet, apparently, I guess.
Jim, there is a significant ambient threat here, and it is not something you can pinpoint, but you know that within probably the next minute, there might be some sort of eruption of mega violence.
Hmm.
That's about how much time it'll take Ursula to get out of the bathroom.
Pretty much.
So, Cam, you is that a feed that Jim has in his ear, or does he need to know what's going on, or did you just catch him up? What was that exactly?
That was just me telling him,
I know
Wait.
what I need. I know what I need to know.
yes.
Got it.
Bishop,
So,
you
were
are.
you supposed to meet us here?
Are you carrying?
Am I what?
With child.
You am I carrying? It's not my time yet. So, Jim, I didn't know that you were going to be here. Were you supposed to meet us here? Like, what's going on? I mean, do you know something we don't?
Get ready for a fight.
Flush.
Yes. All right. As soon as Ursula steps out of the bathroom, the whole place goes nuts. Everyone, all these people step up out of their seats, and they kind of like shake their heads a little bit, and as they do, like gills flap open on the sides of their necks, and their lips roll back, and they've got sharp-looking, like sharky type teeth.
Oh.
Yes.
Was this all triggered because of the flush of wasting water or something? Or?
As far as you know, yes, that's exactly the reason why it all happens.
Okay, I take my water glass and pour it out on the floor.
The Cypher knows, however, that what was probably happening was that they were sizing you up as you were sizing them up. And the appearance of Jim has probably twigged them that something amiss is amiss. The big Russian woman has stepped in, and she looks even larger, as if she's kind of like slowly morphing herself into some kind of black lagoon-looking Russian creature. And she yells out, "We are not here for your entertainment."
Surely not. What are you here for?
You are on the menu tonight.
Oh, thank you for making things perfectly clear. Great.
I would like to spend. I'd like to spend.
You know
a
what?
faith
I'm just
die.
fine now.
Cam,
Yes, done.
I would like to spend a faith die
Mm-hmm.
to invoke my aspect. I'm motherfucking Silent Jim.
Very good.
And I would like to appear at the front door and close it and take a crowbar out of my coat and lock it.
It is done.
Let it be written.
I'm gonna.
Dinner is served.
We don't need to make a roll for that because it's not going to produce anything but a fictional positioning thing. So you're over by the door with you just locked it.
Okay.
Ursula, you're over by the bathrooms, which is as we've described near the bar, and the rest of you are in a central table surrounded by other tables at which are standing fish monsters.
And where's the big woman?
She's right next to Jim actually because he appeared there.
All right.
Jim turns to her and says, "No one gets out."
And she says, "That was the plan." And she has webbed claw hands up at his face. All right, I'm gonna have it so that Jim is the one who goes first, and then per our usual initiative sequence, Jim picks who's next, and
Okay.
then the next person picks, and so on. Don't forget, there are 15 plus 4. There's 15 normal type fish people and 4 super heavy, scary ones, plus
Right.
the Russian fish wife.
Right.
So when you pick someone to go next, you can pick one of the mob, you can pick one of the 4 guys. Well, I'm going to treat them all as the same round of initiative, or the fish wife. She's separate too.
Sounds good.
Cool.
All right. I will quickly pull out 2 ginormous pistols and shoot her in the face.
Sounds like an attack to me.
Yep. Using my quick and my combat and tactics.
Her defense is a 10.
That is going to be a 14.
So the difference is 4 points.
Mm-hmm.
I cross off one of my minor conditions. She has now been. What did you do? Shoot her with bullets in the face?
Yeah.
Yes, she is. Tis but a scratch is what her condition is called.
Okay. Tough fish.
She has the same number of conditions available to her as you guys do normally. The Mooks guys, they get 1, and that's it. And
Okay.
they only get a 5. If you do more than 5 points to them, they're out.
All right. Let's have the mob boss guys, whatever, go next.
What, the heavies?
Yeah, the heavies.
Alright, there's 4 of them. 2 of them are going after Ursula. And 1 is going for Jack. And 1 is going for Vlad. Nobody is going for the Cypher. So Ursula, you get to roll defense actions twice for me. Their attack is going to be a 15 at you.
I don't know what this means. I
So,
don't know that Ursula has ever had to defend.
I know.
Offense.
The 2 of them are attacking you simultaneously, so that to defend against that, you may make a roll, and a single roll will defend against it. If they beat you, or if you get less than them, they get to do damage to you.
Okay. What am I rolling though?
So you're rolling a defense. You pick which approach is going to be your way you're defending yourself, and which discipline.
Okay.
Probably combat tactics, I guess.
All right. Forceful combat and tactics.
Yep.
That is a 21.
That is a lot. And
Nope,
they did not.
that's not right. That's a 19.
All right. In that case, I'm going to roll my demon die that you gave me. If they get more than 4, let's see. Oh, look, a 5. You take 1 point of stress, which you must somehow suck up with a condition.
All right.
So they're slashing at you with their claws. They're just kind of, well, they're not really doing that. They're kind of jumping on you and pounding and being up in your face. So this was a minor condition. We'll call it, like, battered or something.
All right.
Annoyed.
And, okay. You know what? See, the reason why sometimes I make you roll the dice instead of me rolling the dice is that you feel like you're more in charge of your own destiny, but maybe that is not necessarily the case. And I'm making it easy on myself by saying, here, I'm rolling a 15 and you're rolling a whatever. But how about I get a defense roll from Jack, please? And I will try and beat it with my roll.
And what would I roll for a defense roll?
You pick which kind of approach makes the most sense for how you try and get out of the way.
See. Quick.
Quickly. And it's probably combat tactics. Unless you have a way to describe. Well, I mean, maybe you're using your electrokinesis somehow, for example.
Oh, okay. All right. So I have to basically do an approach and a discipline in order to get out of this.
Yeah, you're rolling the defense,
Okay.
and I have to beat what you roll.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to quickly, as lightning, perhaps, dodge out of the way.
Okay.
And maybe try to displace myself a little bit. So that's a D6. Max.
Nice.
So that will be 14.
So that means I have to roll to beat that, right? So I roll my 2d8. I get 12. I fail.
Hoorah.
This guy, he's runs forward. He's wearing kind of a overcoat and a weird-looking hat. He just barrels forward at you, and as his face sort of rips open to reveal big fishy face, you zip out of the way, and you're not even there anymore. He just slams into the table and sends napkins and that nice little table presentation thing in the middle of it. Just goes all over the place. But you're safely out of the way. Last is Jim, I guess, right? No?
Vlad.
Vlad, right. One goes against Vlad. How are you defending yourself?
Well, I'm actually going to use my trusty folding pocket sickle, which looks a little bit like a fish hook. I'll be using flashy
Yes.
and combat and jack.
You're going to draw a lot of aggro with this hook-like thing you got going on.
Oh, yeah. That's 14.
Okay. Right, so he charges at you. I seize the hook. And, oops, I got a 9. He
Here,
swings
fish,
to a halt.
fish.
Gets about 3 feet from you and then stops looking at the thing. It's like, ah! You can smell his weird fishy breath.
I know this.
All right, that means it's time for me to pick someone else to go next. I'm going to pick the fishwife to go next. I think that Jim needs to get attacked. Well, you did pick her, right? Wasn't she first? No, she wasn't first.
No,
Right.
she wasn't first.
So she responds to your attack, which you
Ring
shot
it.
at her, so she decides to try and cut your face to pieces. She gets a D10 and a D8. If I can find it. Here you go.
Okay. I'm going to quickly and trench coat.
You're going to quickly trench coat.
I'm going to quickly trench coat my defense. That is a 15.
I love the fact that you've got a stack with trench coat. That's the best. This is officially how it is in the game now. I roll an 8. You are not there where she attacks.
Of course I'm not.
Yes.
So, Don, can you describe what happens when one quickly trench coats?
I just wasn't there.
It's clearly faster than slowly trench coating.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like you appear to look like you're looking for something, and then like you're not there anymore, or?
It's different.
So if we take a nod from the comic, Jim sort of like suddenly like blends into the shadows and is gone.
Okay.
Yeah. The fishwife even doubts that she saw you there in the first place. That's how good it was.
Maybe I shot myself in the face.
I'm gonna have Jack Bishop go next.
You're gonna have me go next?
Yes, you're next.
Okay. So, I'm gonna take out my staff thing, the aluminum staff thing. Oh wait, no, it's silver. No, it's aluminum. Anyway, and flashily, try
We need to know the exact metallurgy of cocaine.
Well, I want to be consistent in what it was. But it's aluminum with silver inlay, so shut up.
Right.
So I pop that out and flashily, try to do this sort of sweeping figure eight thing to, well, also, actually, side question. There's a lot of water on the ground near me because I poured out my glass. Now, is there water on the floor as well? Because someone just upended it.
Well, if you want there to be, sure. I think that makes total sense.
Mhm.
Okay. And these sweating, kind of like fishy-like creatures, are they wearing boots? Are they kind of exuding this kind of fishy, slippery, slurry business?
Yes, they exhibit the kind of fishy, slurry business you'd expect from fish people to exhibit,
Oh, fantastic. And them being kind of out of their natural habitat and on land, they might not necessarily have the surest footing. So I'm going to go ahead and tripping some fools.
Tripping some fools, that's a good attack. Okay, so here's something else to keep in mind. They've got an aspect on them, which I am going to reveal to you, and that is slippery and fishy, I guess, is that aspect. Which means you can tag that yourself with a faith die, and add one of your faith dice to attack them, just as if you were spending one on your own aspect. So you're exploiting their fishy slipperiness.
Totally.
I mean, but I only have 3 faith die this entire game. Is that correct?
You'll get more.
You get more.
You'll get more.
Oh, okay.
Just roll
Well,
ones on your dice, you'll get more.
In that case, I'll take the fishy, or take the faith die, and I'm taking advantage of the fishiness.
Yes.
And what did I say? I said I was doing it as flashy as possible.
Yeah.
And
It's combat and tactics, though, right?
I don't have combat and tactics as a discipline.
That's right. I think we use for you. It's going to be unassigned.
Ah, horse
You're not
bucky.
used to doing this sort of stuff, I guess.
Could have just shocked them. You had to get fancy.
But it's a flashy. It's a D10 a lot, right? So that's cool.
I can't just pull out the shockiness right from the jump. Come on. Oh, I got a 1.
That's good. You get a faith die back.
Hurrah!
Wait, what'd you get the one on?
I got the 1 on the D4, which is the unassigned.
That's perfect. That's why you roll D4s. Because they get ones more often. So you get the faith die.
Well, all right, cool. So, a total of 14.
14. Cool. I think that's a hit. In fact, that's 4 points of damage. Are you attacking a whole bunch of them at once?
I'm attacking at least 2, and I'm essentially trying to hit their legs to knock them out from under them and make them fall down.
Yeah, you could attack a mob. This has been designed as a mob, so you can just whack at it.
Cool.
And you can take multiple of these minor characters down at once.
All right.
And it's mostly just decorative, description, because honestly, whatever. So you're swinging this thing around, tripping people up, and you're doing damage to the mob as opposed to doing damage to a single person, which is great. So you knock them out. A whole bunch of these guys fall down around you, and they're scrabbling to get to their feet, but you've just used up their one condition. So they take a condition of tripped, and then you can use that condition on them next time you attack, or anyone else can tag it as well.
Great.
You've made it easier to hurt them, is what I'm saying.
Excellent. Okay.
Who went away? Don went away.
Yeah, done. Yeah.
Oh, is he trying to kill us?
Quickly,
Since we're live, so we'll see how long this lasts.
Which is strange.
Yeah, who goes next?
I thought maybe we'd need him. Oh my goodness.
Jack, who's next?
Don totally quickly trench-coated.
Yes, he did. You get to pick who goes next, though, Jack. So you should pick one of the other characters.
All right, sounds good. I'm gonna pick the Cypher.
Cypher.
Wonderful. I'm going to scan the fish lady
Yes.
to find any weak points that she might have, and I'm going to use the bioscan trait that I picked up earlier.
Cool. Are you trying to create a new trait to use it against her?
Yes.
Okay. This is creating an advantage.
Alright, and I'm going to do that quickly. That's the same, it'll be fine.
Well, yeah. Quickly and Cypher.
Yep. Oh, I have 9. I have 12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
You need a 10. So you create the thing. You see that she's got a strong weakness probably to electrical shocks.
Alright. I will quickly point it to her.
He's resistant to fire and impact.
I will point to her and look at Jack and say, shock her.
All right. I'm only 32.
Oh, that's excellent. Oh, dear. All right, John, who goes next?
Ursula, and I will be right
All right.
Okay. So how many of these guys are hanging out by the bar?
There were 4, but 2 are going for you. One was going for Jack, and one was going for Vlad.
Okie doke. So
You have 2.
I have 2.
And there's the sort of ambient room full of other guys that Jack is currently worrying about.
Well, I am gonna call down the legacy of the sledge here and just start swinging like crazy, hoping I hit anything.
Awesome.
So, going forceful, combat and tactics, and I'm gonna invoke an aspect. So,
Let me roll the defense for you first and tell you how bad it is.
all right.
You must beat a 6.
Okay. Well, I got a 13.
That is a bunch. All right. 13 is how much more than 6? Let's see.
Oh, don't ask me the math.
7.
They have to use, well, the one you attack has to use one of his minor, and then one of the, well, you knock the crap out of him. So the sledge-o-matics into the guy's face, and it kind of makes a big round flatten thing with big fish lips, and all his teeth break.
We're gonna make some
All right.
chowder out of you.
Oh, terrible.
Oh, that don't taste good. All right.
No. Joke was great. Taste is horrible. All right, Jimmy, you take one out. You've got who's going next?
I guess Vlad is up.
I'm up. All right. I've got this sickle in my hand right now.
Yes.
It seems only appropriate. Can I? I'm looking for something hanging from the ceiling, like lights or a beam or something.
Yeah. There's plenty of that stuff.
Oh, did we lose Chris?
Ceiling.
Say it again. You're very jerky.
No, yeah, sorry. Whoop. Yeah, sorry. Wow. Wow.
I think we might have an echo in your stuff done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hang on.
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to